live here. Then we're going to go to our class. So, is there anyone here today that missed last week? I mean, last Monday, you are not in the first video editing class. You are not there. You missed it, so that I know where I'm going to start from today. All right. So we started with video editing in the last class, where we began to look at the tools for editing videos. And we talked about what we do when we do editing. That video editing is the process of manipulating and rearranging video shots so that we can get a better one. It's all about rearranging. It's all about adding, removing sections. You can remove audio clips. It's also about color correction. You can brighten it. You can darken it. You can put a filter on your video. It's also about creating what we call transitions. Transition is the process of moving from one scene to another. And I did share with you that we're going to be using Filmora Wondershare. That is our video editing tool. If you have not downloaded it, go ahead and visit the link on the screen, bit.ly/video worker. And we also talked about OpenShot. OpenShot is a free tool. Filmora will give you access to the trial version. And if you want to buy it, I advise you buy the one-time payment one so that you don't have to be paying monthly. It's a good tool to have. And for those that have Mac computer, you may not need to go through all that. Mac computer comes with iMovie, and I believe it is free. So those are the ones for computer. I also share that for those using mobile app or phone, mobile device, you can use Filmora Go, download the app, Viva Video, download the app, Power Director, it's a good app, KineMaster, as well as iMovie. They are good apps for you to do video editing on your phone, on the mobile device. All right. So, and then from there, we went into our class where we installed our tool, which is the Filmora. So right now, let every one of us open up our Filmora, and then we're going to be working from there again. I believe in the last section, I did share with you that we can use Filmora to record. We can use Filmora to record, which we tried working on. In case you don't have a video, you can do so right now. To record using Filmora, click on record, record from webcam, and that will record you directly. If you just want to record a PC screen, that means whatever you are doing on your screen will be recorded. And you can also just record the voice. So you can use Filmora to record. And then I told you what this thing stands for. All these have worked, and we are going to work with all of them today. The first thing we did in our last class was to show you how you can import a video that you have already had. And remember sharing that without a video, you cannot use a video editor. So the first thing is to import your video. Click on import. If you want to import the folder, you can use this. If you want to import from a phone, that phone must have been connected to the computer. And you can also download from your social media platform. Download video from Facebook, Instagram, and Flickr. All right, so import media video or media file. Let me see. I knew I recorded a video last time that we worked on. I recorded a video. Can I find that video again? Okay, let me see. So I have to look for my video file. I knew I recorded a video. I used this Filmora to record a video. Okay. Don't know what that one is. All right, let me just put up any video here for now, and then we work with that. So let me say this video. So that is how to import a video. Is there anybody with any question? So right now I want you to import the video you have done, and then I want somebody to share his or her screen and show me. My own doesn't have a record and import. Is there anybody that has that challenge also, that your Filmora doesn't have a record and import? Can you let me know that your Filmora doesn't have an import? And or let the person also share their screen. Share your screen with me. Let's see. I believe every one of them should have an import. It should have. It should have. It should have. So share your screen with me if you are there. Let's see what is missing there. So in our previous class, we've looked at how you can import your own video into your Filmora interface, where you edit your video, and then you can drag it into the editing interface where you'll be able to edit. Now, when you see errors like this, it's telling you that this video, this is the original size, 480 by 360. But this is the size of what I am working on. This is too small. If I increase it to this, do you know what will happen to the video? It will stretch and it will not make sense. So it's good to leave it in its original size. So I'm going to leave it in its original size. So this is not my video, it was a downloaded video. So, but I just want to use it for a sample of what we are doing now. So if you are still having issues with importing, let us know. In the last class, we've worked on importing, we've worked on transitioning, we've worked on, those two in our last class. I'm trying to see where I have my work. Okay, so we've worked on importing a video, we've worked on transitioning a video. So in case you missed that, you can also check. I'm still waiting on you to share your screen, but if you have found it, just let us know so that we can move on. If you have found it, let me know. If you have found your import, let us know. Okay. Now, can somebody share his or her screen with us to see what, if you can do a little short of what we did in our last class? A little short of what we did in our last class. Just do a little short of that for us. If I want to see you cut out a part you don't want, and I also want to see you add what we call transitioning on your own video, how you transition from one scene to the other. Who is volunteering for us today? Now, part of the reason why I always tell you to do that is because it helps us all to know, it helps you to master it more. Not only that, it also helps others to see that it is doable. So share your screen with us and let's do it together. What you are able to do in the last class. Is anybody doing that for us? I'll walk you through it. So let's see. I need to see what you are doing, and that helps us to know that you are following. So share your screen and then import a video. Then let's edit it together. And then we're also going to see how we can add transition to it. Everybody, all right. Thank you so much for that. Great job. Great job. All right. So let's go to media. Let's go to media. Now we import. That is how, this is how everybody's template should be. All right. So select the video. Now that is the video that is already imported there. If you have multiple video, you can import all of them as well. All right. So the next thing to do is to drag the video into the editing space where you'll be able to cut and work. You can drag it and you can click on the, yeah, exactly. Make sure you touches this, that's right. You can leave it there. Now, this is why you will have it. This one is telling you that the original size is 640 by 360. So leave it in the original file. Click on the 640 by 360. And if you don't want that anymore, you can always say don't ask again. All right. So right here, what we have is the video. And what we need to do on it is to edit and to work on the video. Now, the first thing we did in our first class on this is to be able to cut areas of error, areas of mistake, or areas that we don't need. You know, in video editing, you cut out some part. You can also add in some part. So let's play this video a little, and then we're going to select and identify a spot where we want to stop, where we want to cut off. Yes, sir. Play. Click on the play button. The next one. Yes. So now the video is playing there. You know, you can unmute yourself. I think that will help us here. If you can unmute your audio.
One of my
you don't have import and record too.
Especially
okay.
To you,
I'm gonna walk through that now.
And to David, and to Susan, and Brother Greg. And
so you see that is the video playing there. Now the first thing is that I want you to identify a spot. You know, we are just playing with it. You know, so let's say from that spot 1620, from here, let me request remote control from you, and then we walk through it together. So from that space, that is the place where we have error. From here up to this point, you want to edit, you want to delete it. So identify the spot. Now remember, I shared with you that you can also use this wave. There is a wave. You see the wave here on the video. This is the video. This is the audio under it. So you see this wave can help you to be able to identify the areas where you can cut off, where there is silence, and the areas to remove. Always ensure that your video starts from the beginning. So you have to drag it back to the beginning. All right. So identify some two spots and cut them out. And then it's easy for you to see how to cut because it's the bar is already showing you the scissors button. So the scissors button in any of the video tool you are using, any video editing tool you are using, that button, that scissors is for cutting or for splitting, just like you use scissors to split in real life. All right, so let's cut two parts out and then I'll continue. So it's for first of all thing is to remove parts you don't want. You can play it, sir.
hello, everybody. I'm Kenneth Copeland, especially to you, TC, and to David, and to Susan, and Brother Greg. And
so that spot you can cut from there. Let's assume that was an error. Click on the scissors button. You see right there, you see that it has divided the video into two. How do you know? You will see the title here, video playback, and you also see the title here, video playback. That is to show you that the video has been divided into two. And that is one of the things that helps you to know that what you are doing is actually working. All right, let's continue. Identify your second spot where you want to cut.
one of my treasures, of course, I had to get it out today. Presented to Kenneth and Gloria by Morris and Teresa.
That was the second
Blessing
spot.
Is 6, 26, and 12.
All right, that's enough. So that's the second spot you want to cut off. So you identify your spots where you want to remove and then split it there again. Click on the scissors button to cut it off.
Rule. And from this very Bible,
you need to go back, stop the video, and then move your guy back to where you want to cut.
Okay. I don't. Let me start from this place. Okay.
Okay.
Of course, I had to get it out today. Presented.
Yeah. Okay. It should be this place. Let me.
So let's assume that is the second spot.
Oh, sorry, it's not.
Get it out today.
You can always use your space bar on your keyboard to play and to stop. Your space bar also will help.
Okay. So this another place. So I need to
cut it off with the scissors.
It's cut. Okay. Yeah.
So now you have the spot you want to remove from your video. Those are the places where you don't want anymore. So click on it in the middle and press the delete button. That is how you cut off a scene you don't want. Put your cursor in the middle of the video. No, you deleted the wrong one. You have to put your cursor in the one you want to delete. So press Ctrl Z to recover it back. Put your cursor, place it, press it, and then you press your delete button. Just press delete on your keyboard. That is how to delete. You still did the wrong one. Undo. Your cursor needs to be pressed on the part you want to delete. Select it.
Yeah, I did it now.
The video. This is the video you want to delete. You need this one. You need this one. This one you want to delete. So you don't need to select it. Just make sure your video, your cursor is on it, and then press the delete button. All right. So that is how to delete and cut off a part that is an error. So let's assume that you made a mistake by deleting that and you want to recover it back. We said that you will press either the undo button or Ctrl Z. So can you press the Ctrl Z or the undo button? And if you are looking for the undo button, this is the undo button here. This is undo. So that will bring the video back because you mistakenly deleted it. So that we have covered in the last class. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate your sharing your videos, your screen with us. All right. So now we're going to go over to, so Ms. Brinata, you can try it again and let me know if it works. Send me a message and let me know. So now we are going to move faster as we try and cover some of the grounds on how we have talked about how we do transition. So please kindly watch those ones. So now this is the play button.
Life is a place.
This is the go back button. This is the fast forward button. And this is the stop button. So for you to edit a video, you have to at least play it. If you want to extend it, you can use these two keys. This will shorten it in and this will zoom it out so that you can see clearly. And you can also use this dragging button to show what you want to do. So now today, we are going to first and foremost go back to what I call transitioning. And transitioning is the process of being able to change the way you move from one scene to another. So how do we transition? You click on some spots in your video.
Life is a place of learning. Not to learn is to easily be behind in the pursuit of greatness.
So let's assume I want to put transition there. I need to cut. For you to do transitioning, you have to cut. What is transitioning? I will show you now how you move from one scene to another. I'll play it again. I'll continue.
To learn will always stay ahead.
I want to put transition in there. I'll cut it off again.
of knowledge will open doors for lack of progress.
I want to put transition in there. I'll cut off again. So now I have 1, 2, 3 spots that I have cut off, and I want to put transition. So what do? I go to transition, and then I'm going to select out of all these type of transitioning tool, the one I want or the one I like. I shared with you in the last class that I love this cube. There is a way it makes my video to look better. So I'll just drag it to the spot I have cut in between the two different videos. I'll go again and then find another one. I love this twist. I'll put it in between, drag it in between. I'll look for another one. Let's say this one. I'll drag it in between. So now I have 3 different transitioning. If you want to see how it looks like, go back and play.
Is to easily be behind in the pursuit of greatness. Those who learn will always pursuit of greatness. Those who learn will always stay ahead. Lack of knowledge will open doors for lack of progress. If you are committed to learn.
What transition is the process of moving from one scene of a video to another, and it gives your video, it gives it great presentation, and it makes it come out professionally. Does anybody have any question up to that point where we are? You are free to ask your question right now.
Yes. Can we import any video for transitioning in the process?
Can you repeat that question? Like, can you import any already existing video to test with transition?
Yes, like if I have a personal recorded video that I want to put in between or any kind of you
can always import and put videos in between video. You can always import. Let me show you one of those examples. You may not use that for transitioning. Transitioning is like tools. You can't use a video to transition. You can only use what they have here to transition. But if you are talking about using a video to come in between, let's assume that you are having a conversation, or let me import another video here and I'll test something. So let's say, okay, let me do this. I worked on this yesterday. So right now, this is a kind of a media video.
You will be positioned for winning.
So this is a video. It's just like that. It's like that. So let's assume now I want to put this in between this guy. All I need to do, you can just drag it in and put it in between. You see what I did? I can also move it away and drag it in between. That's where I want it. Wherever you want it to stay, I will drag it in between. So wherever you want the video to be, you can adjust it. Now, but it will not give me that transitioning I need. It will just play. After the first one stopped, it will play.
Greatness. So those who learn will always stay.
And a different video inside a different video. So, but transitioning is the process of, bringing style into your work to change a scene from one scene to the other.
Greatness. Those who learn will always stay ahead.
You can always bring in a video into another video at any time if they work together. All right. Any other question? I know some people said they can't find the import button. Can you share your screen so that we can walk through that? Because you won't be able to catch up if you can't work with what we are doing. That video editing is hands-on. So quickly share your screen if you still have the challenge that you can't find the import button on your own Filmora. Still waiting on that. Okay, Miss Brenita, you still have not been able to do that. All right, I think I'll work with you after the class and see what could be wrong. Okay, another thing I'll tell you to do, go and try it with the Internet Explorer. Go and don't use Google Chrome to download it. Go to Internet Explorer now and try it with that. Let's see if it's going to work on that. You will find it on your screen. It's called Edge. It's called Edge. It's also a browser. Any question? Any question? We have lots of grants to cover today. Okay, so in the absence of none, let's continue our class. Right, so that is transitioning. Now today, I remember that I talked about how we can be able to add text. Now follow this, very, very important. How can we add text to a video? Because part of what we do in editing a video is being able to add a text to that video. I'm going to delete this one here because this has already been edited, and I'm going to import a raw video that will require editing. So now I'm just going to bring a scene. So this is a video. And then what we need to do here is to be able to bring in and let's see what we got. So I'm going to cut this out. I want the part I need. All right. So now I have a raw video here. It's a raw file.
God has helped us as a church.
Like a teaching.
Great
session.
outpouring of it is the Holy Spirit.
And then how do we add text? Now there are 3 text elements I want to teach you today. Number 1 text element is the one I call a title text. A title text is the opener. So when you go on your Filmora, on the text column, click on text, and right on it, you will see it will show you different text format. This is all of the text, different text format here. But I want to work with the first one, which is the opener. So you can always select which one you want. Opener. Now, what is our opener? Our opener is like the opening of a video. The text thing you see before the video play, like the video title or some things like that. So these are different templates that you can use. All these are different templates. So you can use any one that appeals to you. If you watch some of my videos, I'm always using this yellow guy. Well, for one kind of reason, I'm attracted to yellow and blue. So you can always use any of them. So now what do? You drag it. Remember, these ones are opener. So they have to be at the beginning of videos. So you can drag it to the beginning, drag it to the beginning. And then it will come in front of your video. If you want to see it, extend and expand your editing platform. Expand it. You can use this place to expand. I taught you that. So now this is my opening text. That's the first one I want to show you today. Then I'm going to show you the other part of it. So you see how it will look like. So that is going to be what we call an opener. If you have a question, you can put it in the chat comment or the chat section. So this is an opener. Now you can edit all these and put a title there. How do you edit? Double click on the opener, double click, double click. Now when you double click, you can use this box here to edit. You can click on what you want to change and edit. But I always advise that you do more than that. Go to advanced. When you click on advanced, you will be able to see all of them and be able to also add some things. So click on advanced. Advanced will show you how all these were made. And you can add your own. You can remove. In advanced, you can add an image. Under advanced, you can change the appearance of the text. So let's assume the title of this video is how to make money. I know somebody like that one. So what you do is that either you can double click on it, or you can use this input text box here. Can you see this place? This is what they have here. Once you click on it, it will bring you the text and you can edit it. So let's say this is going to be how. I'm going to click on the next one to click on the next one, make money. So now I can drag it. I can drag it in. You can drag it with your cursor. Are you following here? Drag it with your cursor. If I want to add more text, This is the add text button. Add text, it will bring you a text column. So I can put that up. It's a little big. You can change the font size from 110. Let's make it 80. All I want to write there, you can also drag it like that. You know, you can drag it like that to change the sizes. All I want to do is to put the title. Title. You see right there? So I can add more text. I can bring in a shape. This one is for shape. You see? This one is for shape there. I can bring in a shape. Let's assume I want to use this one. So the shape will come with text inside of it. So I can double click it, select it, and change it to what I want. You see there? Drag it, make it smaller. This is what I do use. This one. You can choose any one of them. If you want to use a cycle, you can choose it. Double click on the text or use this place here to change it to whatever you want. You see there? So that is under this category of shape. This one is to import an image. If you want to put an image on this opener, you can import an image, click on it. It will ask you to select your image. So let's assume I want to put my picture there. I can select one of them and bring it in. I can drag it and put it on one side of the opener. All this you can do. And if it's not an image you want, if it is something, let's say you want to bring an image to connect with what your title is, you can also use that. But I'm not going to use this image. I'll leave it blank like this. All right. So is somebody saying, can I change the font? Yes, you can. You can change the font here. This is for font. You can choose any font you want. You see that? You can choose any font you like that works with what you want to do. So I'm just showing you the different things you can do here. You can make it bold. You can make it italics. You can center it. All these are what you can do here under the text. Are you following? There are so many font styles you can use. All right. On this side of the text, you can change the color of the text here. You can change the color to any color you desire. That is the text field is for the main text. You can add what they call a text border. A text border is like building a line around your text. Let me show you that. Can you see that? When I click on text border, it brought this as a border around my text. I can change the color of my text border. It's like making it thicker. That is what a text border does. You can also reduce the size of the text border to make it lighter, and you can increase the size to make it thicker. All of these are things you can do under this part of customizing your opening video or your opening text. Are you following me? So you can change the color to whatever you want. You can also change this color also to whatever you want at any time. You can always change your color. So there are people that love to make their videos like this. You know, it is doable. I can make the inner one white, you see? So it's coming out more better. You can do it for all of them if you want. That is for text. This one is for text shadow. To create a shadow around your text, that is what a shadow does. Can you see here on this one? A text shadow will create a shadow around your text. So, but I don't like text shadow. I don't use it, but you can always use it. You can play around with all these things. So when you are done, all you need to do, and if you want to change how the text, you want to see what you have done, click on the play button. You see how it will appear. That is how your text will appear. at the beginning. If you want to change the way it appears, you go to animation and you can choose any animation style you want. Let's say you want it to appear like this. Select it and then you can check it. I want it to appear like this. Double select it, you double click on it. So let me play it for you. You see that? So you have to do it for each of the text if you want. You have to do it for each of the text if you want. Out, that is, all this one is like animation. All this side is animation. So you can always select, if I want this guy to appear like this, you see, that is how you do it. So once you are done and you are okay with how your text appear, you just click on OK. And now you click on OK. You can play it from the beginning and see how the opener will be like. This is text. Can you see that? That is what opens up your video like a title before the video begins to play. Does anybody have any question at that point where we are before we move to the next one? So I want to make sure that you are following it. All of them are easy. Text is all about adding text to your video. You can have the opener text, which looks like the title cover. You can have the text underlay that comes on the video. And you can have the closing text, which comes at the end of the video. So those are the different 3 dimensions of texting I want to show you. Any questions so far? All right. So you can always play around with that. Double click to change the text, go to advanced and play around with all the different elements around here. And you are good to go. Okay. So, and then if, for instance, you want to consistently use that style, you can customize it as your own because you have worked on it now. You want to always use it. So you click on Save as a Custom, give it a title. I will call it my opening one so that anytime I want to use a opening text, I don't have to go through this recreation again. I already saved it under my custom. It is easy for me to just drag and use it anytime. I can always change the text format, but the customizations that I have done on it will be saved for me. All right. So now we have our opening text, how to make money, assuming that is the text. Now you can also reduce it if it is too long. You can reduce it. Mostly it's always like 3 seconds, 5 seconds thereabout. So I will reduce it to 3 seconds. So that is what shows ahead before my main video. Now, before I go to the video, another thing you can do on this title is you can add a song under it. You can add a song or an audio so that when the opening is opening up, there is a sound playing under it. And the same way you add a sound to this is the same way you can add a sound to all the video. And that I will quickly show you is under audio. Under audio, they have pre-made sounds that they have already uploaded. And if you want to upload your own, all you need to do is to go down and click on import music. Let's assume I want to use what they have. Let me see what they have. I will play it first and hear it. Just click on it. Don't press the plus button. Just click on it and then play. That is the sound that one has. It's like a opening door sound. It's even showing you mechanical chicken. This one will be like a chicken. So these ones are just like sound, phone ringing. So you can always use that in between your video. But all these ones are songs. All these ones are songs right there. So if I click on this guy right now, that's how this one will play. You can check out another one if you don't like that one. Mostly my videos, I use this art. What I just need to do is to drag it under my opening text. You see what I did? Drag. Let me show you again. Drag it until it comes under. It must be under. Now you see that it is a long one. I can shorten it because I only want it at the beginning of my text. I want it only under this opener. It was so long, I just find the end of it and draw it here. Another thing you can do is to put your cursor on it, and you can also cut it. You can also split it there. So you can split it or you can drag it to minimize it. Does anyone have any questions so far? So right there, see what will happen now. When I play, there will be a sound under my opening. Can you see that? Now that is how you add a audio. And if you want to have an audio under your video, you can do the same. Drag it under it. Drag it under. Now, if you find yourself in a situation like this, your video is longer than your sound. What do? Let somebody tell me what you can do. What can you do? Your video is longer than your sound that you want to play under. What can you do? You can text it in the chat comment, or you can also unmute yourself. All right. Can there subtitle? Can there subtitle while the video is still playing? Can we use subtitle? What is subtitle? Subtitle. I didn't go to school to that much. Can somebody tell me what subtitle is? Subtitle is like, is it like caption? Like caption. Okay. I was like subtitle. Okay, subtitle is like, oh yes, but you will have to type it yourself. You have to put it there yourself. Yeah, you can do subtitle. You will find it when we go to on the video text, you will find a text there that works easily with subtitle. So but you have to import, you have to type it yourself. Or when we get to the next class, I will show you tools that you can use to convert audio to text in the next class, in the next few minutes. But I want us to cover this and finish up. All right. Shrink the video. No, we can't shrink the video because the video is longer. We need all the video. You need all the video. You can't shrink the video. Don't shrink the video. You need all the video, but the audio is lower. What you can do, number one, is somebody commenting. You can copy and paste, and you can drag in more. You can drag it more. You see, drag it more, drag more audio in until it covers up your video. Can you see that? You have control over the audio. Drag more in, drag more in, drag more in. You see that? And if your zooming is longer, you can just shrink it in. That's what you can do. And you can also do what I call copy and paste. Copy and paste, copy the video, find where you want to paste it, click paste, and then you can do copy and paste. So you can also drag it in, drag it in, drag it in, drag it in, and then you also have what you need to do. So that is how you can. Does anybody have any question? You can drag it in and drag the audio in until it covers all of your video. All right, let's continue. I believe we all got that. So that will cover a lot of ground for us. Now, the problem now is this. Just like what we saw when we are doing audio editing, the sound may be louder than your video. Let's play it and you see.
In the mighty name of Jesus. So it's going to be a different service. Lord spoke to me, say worship.
So what you can do is that you can reduce the volume of the audio. Double click on it and it will bring you the tool that you can use. This is the volume side. Can you see it there? This is the volume side. Let me use annotate to show you that. This side, you see the volume. This is where you can control the volume. So reduce, and as you are reducing it, check the wave on the audio. You will see it's going down. You see the wave is going down. If I increase it, the wave fill up. This is the wave side. Can you see the wave here? This is the wave. So that shows you how low it has gone. So most times you can keep reducing until you get to a very good sound.
We give him glory to God. Sunday, we are coming in here.
So that is how to reduce the sound so that it's placed below your main video, because your video is the main thing there. All right. So, and you can always do that for all the other ones. So that's why I will advise you do the adjustment before you duplicate the audio. Do the adjustment before you duplicate the audio. That is straightforward enough. All right. So now we have the opening. And then here, the best thing to put here is a transition. How you move from this opening to your video, put a transition there so that it shows some layers of effect. Then you put a transition over there. Can you see that right there?
God has helped us as a...
That is how to put an opening text. Now, how do you put text on the video?
So we're going to be giving glory to God.
Maybe you want to add a text on it, the name of the person, or the title of the video, or maybe there was a citation, or like somebody asked, can you do caption? Go back to title, to a title, click on all included. That is all of them, because you know we reduce it to open at the other time. So you can click on included. You can find subtitle here. Somebody looking for subtitle, you see subtitle here, and you can see all the different elements that are available. If you want something like this, all you need to do is drag it and put it on top. Can you see? Audio goes down, subtitle goes on top, because it will be on top of the video. Let me show you that again. Drag this, put it on top. If you want to stretch it, extend it. Can you see that? If you want to increase it, just click extending it. And if you want to reduce it, the same way. So now I want to edit this part of my subtitle. So I will put whatever subtitle it is on the video. This is not the subtitle. I just created this one. So
at home.
it will show there.
10 a.m. Coronavirus is dying.
Now, in case you want to still put some animation on that, double click on it. Click on advance. Advance will open it up more for you. If you say, okay, I want to change the background picture, the background image, you will see, I believe this is the color for that now. Okay, so the background image, the background of this is black. You can't change this one. It's preset. You can't change the background, but you can add your own background by using this box I showed you earlier. You can add your own background by using the box I showed you earlier. All right, so let's continue with this guy. Now, this is the text. You can, if you want to put the, what did we do? If you want to put the shape, you can add that to it if you want to. On the box, okay, this is for the box. All right, that is for the box. So this is for the box here. This one is for the box. So you can change the box, that's good. You can change the box. And this is for the text border. This is for the text. I can add that to the text. So this is the text color. So under this place, you will find everything that you want. And if you want to change the size, you can always change the font size. And if you want also to do the animation, that you want the text to appear in a certain way, progressively, you can also select it. You see that one there? This is Springboard. This one is Domo Design. All of these are animation styles that will show how the text will appear. So all of them, you can choose anyone that appeals to you, that works with what you want to do. So at least for transcription like that, I believe something like this will work. And then once you are done, you click on OK. Remember, if you want to customize it, you click
worship and praise and dance in here.
If you play it now,
and everyone that can join us at home, 10 a.m. we'll start just praising.
See how the text will be.
Worship.
That is how you can do all of that, and you can, duplicate that for all of your videos. Now, in case what you want to do is not the subtitle format, they have different subtitle type here. This is another one.
Get a notepad and connect to hear the word of the Lord.
So you choose whichever one you want here. This one probably have a transparent background too.
We will have a reason to rejoice. We will test pretty spike in this.
These are all subtitle strategies. If you want lower third, these are lower third. Like they can just be like for names and things like that. Of course, you will have seen some of this in videos. Let me show you how these appear. So this
in the name of Jesus. If you are saying amen, say louder one.
And all these are text. All you need to do is to add text is drag the text on top of the video. And you can always change the templates to what you want. Let's say you want to add here title again. And then you click on this one, how to make money. It's out of my box. I'll drag it in. If I want to add a text border, I'll add it in, change the color. I can make it the way I've been making the other ones and click on OK. Okay, now look at
Jesus Christ today in this Thanksgiving service. The Lord will visit every one of us. We will have a reason to rejoice. We will testify in the name of Jesus. If you are saying amen, say louder one.
There is also a style of appearance. Go back there, you can always adjust it. Here, you see that they put some delay here. It's a style. So if you don't want it, you can click it, drag it to the front so that it appears early. It appears early. So you see it now.
The Lord will visit every one of us. We will have a reason to rejoice. We will testify in the name of Jesus. If you are saying amen
on your video. And if you want it to go forward, you can move it forward too. All this is what
the Lord will visit every one of us.
How it will appear.
We will have a reason to rejoice. We will
check it again to see how it will appear in your.
The Lord will visit every one of us.
So that is how to add.
In the name of Jesus Christ today in this Thanksgiving service, the Lord will visit every one of us.
And you can always see they have over 200 and something different kind of text. If you don't like that one, you can choose this one. You can work with any other one that appeals to you. And if you want something like that, all you need to do is drag and put it on top of your video. Drag and put it on top of it. So this one comes with a background. It may not be good for on video. It may be good for before video. All of this one. This one also can be good. You can change.
Spirit of God is to be cheaply so.
Now you see the text is on top. Is I. You can change the location of the text. All you need to do is click on it. When you click on the text inside your video player there, you can drag it one by one to where you want it to be. You can drag it and change the location where you want it to be. Can you see it there? So you can put it anywhere. If you want it on the side, you want it in the middle, you want it on the edge, you can drag it and place it wherever you want it to be in your video. Any question? Does anybody have any question, or you are confused? All right. Any question? Now this, you have to practice it and practice more and more. But the good thing is that everything you need is inside that Filmora software. Everything you need is inside Filmora. And even the free version can do all of these things, all of them. Okay. So this is how to add text. These are text. All these are text templates that you can always add to your video. You don't have to use all of them. Identify the ones that works well with you and just make use of them. And that makes your job easier and better. Okay. All right. So let's see again what other text formats that are available. All of these are text format. This one also is a text format. So you can always drag in as at them. Wow. Remember, but if you don't want it there, drag it to where you want it and put everything the way it's supposed to be. so that it's showing where you want it to be showing. So any question on the titles and the text? All right, the next thing I want to show you is the effect. We have talked about the transitioning. The effect is just to, okay, let me talk a little about the video effect. Part of the effect is color. So let's assume there are some part of your video that is dark and you want to make it brighter. All you do, double click on the video. When you double click on it, you click on V or color. This is color. You see there, color. And then you can enhance the color by brightening it, reducing the brightness. This is where you do all of that. If you want it to be more brighter, in case it was a little bit darker, double click on it. It will bring you to this interface where you can make some adjustment and click on color, brighten it, darken it, or leave it as it was. So that's how you can do all of that. Okay. Now, the next one is effect. How do you add effect to your video? Like when you go to effect, you see different kind of effect style too. All you do again is drag it to the top. So let's assume I want to use this black effect. I'll drag it to the top of the place where I want. If I want it on all my video, I can drag it and put it on all of them. Just extend it like that. You see what it would do for the video. Watch it. This is the original video.
It's the most glorified. You know what their fathers don't know. And the Bible says unto us, go walk upon all flesh. Your sons and daughters, they will connect with spiritual realities. They will save the mind of God. Prophesy is the mind of.
It brought in that which I asked it to bring in. If what I wanted is not that, let's assume what I wanted is, so you have different type of effect here. I've always used this one also. So you see what it will do to the video. They were all called effect. Let's assume what I want is just to, all these are effects. You can always add to your video.
If I can, there were people already touching
it. You can change, you can double click on it, reduce it to whatever, and however. All those ones are effects. You can play around with them too and use it on some of your videos. They give your video a different outlook. Let me let this one download finish, and then I will show you and show how it works to you. All right, look at this. Oh, it went away. Did you see what this that you can use on all your video? And is somebody saying, can we use multiple effects? Oh, yes, you can. You can have that effect like that and also add another effect on top of it. You have to put it on top. So all these are different effect types available. I can put it on top right there. Drag it in. So you can see.
Not because the hard voice want to be here, but because your head is not there.
So you can always do that. And you can have effect on all your video or some part of your video, and you can have effect on different parts of your video. All of them are here under effect. Elements is like adding something to your video, like I showed you the other day. Like adding, these are elements. If you drag it in, it will be on one side, depending on the kind of video you do. I hardly use them because of the kind of video I do or I use them for. So element is going to show on some part of your video, wherever you want it. So let me show you how it goes like.
It is as you test, as you pass. It is as you test.
So you can see what the element will be like when you double click it and play it. It will show you what the element will be like. So these are the different elements and how they will show. If you want to add it to your video, you can always put them on top of your video. So all these are elements. And the same way, you can move them to wherever you want them to be, reduce their size if you want, but I don't think they are editable. You can't change whatever they wrote inside it. You can't change it. So it's an element. It's already pre-made. It's already pre-made.
As you cast, as you pant for the dimensions of the realities of the.
So those are elements there. Okay, so any question, or if you want me to show one or two things more. So the next thing we are going to do after all this is to see, now that you have finished working on your videos, how do you now export it? How do you have the final video? So editing is working on the video. Editing is working on the video. At the end of the day that you have worked on them, you need to export it as a single file so that everything you have done can now show in it. Does anybody have any questions? You can unmute and talk now. Any question? Any clarification? All right, in the absence of questioning, I believe we are all getting what we are doing there. So these are effects. I showed you split screen the other day. How split screen work is that it splits your video screen. It splits your video screen. That's how split screen work. You can add multiple video into the same screen and it will split them in. That's what split screen does. Just click on them and then you have to now bring in the video you want into your screen that you want, wherever you want the video to be. And that's what you do. If I want this video here, I'll put it there. If I want the other video there, I'll put it there. So two videos will be played in the same screen. That's what screen split screen does. And you may not necessarily need it. Any question? All right, let's go through what we looked at today again, briefly, before we now finish on exporting. So you can try work on little videos, little video clips, do some of the things we did with this one. Media is where you bring in your video file. You can record there too. Audio is what you use to bring audio down to your video. Underneath to play, like a soundtrack. Title is where you put your text, opening text, lower text, and end credit. End credit is what shows at the end of the video. And sometimes you can use your opening as your ending if you don't have all this credit. You can just copy what you have in the opening, copy it, and then go to the end of your video. Make sure your cursor is selected and paste it there. So when the video
of the operations of
this one plays,
an overhauling, the
friction thing you can do also is that you can also create an ending the same way you use the opening. You can use it to create an ending by editing the text you have there. So you can edit this text, and that will be your closing, whatever will be at the end of the video. That is what we call the closing text. So when the video finished playing,
level of the operations of the spirit, there is an overhauling, an overwhelming, an overhauling, the friction.
So that is the thing, and you can also add audio to it as well. So that is what you see at the end of your video. I'm going to reduce this video so that I'll show you how to convert everything you have done, export it after you are done with your work. The longer your video, the more the work you do on them, the longer it will take to export. That's the truth of it. The longer your video, especially the size of it, the more it will take to export, and the more the size of the file. So right now, let's assume my video was just like 4 minutes or 3 minutes thereabout. I'm done with all my different editing I want to do. All I need to do now is to click on that export button. Can you see the export button? When you click on export, it will ask you question of where do you want to export it to. Number one question is what format? What format you want to. Now, under this local, that means you want to export it on your computer, which is the normal place to export your video so that you have the original file of your video. So local device is if you want to export your video as a mobile version to be able to play on the phone and all this thing. YouTube, if you want to export your video straight to YouTube, it will upload it straight to YouTube. If you want to export your video onto Vimeo, and if you want to make it a DVD that you're going to burn into a CD or a DVD, that is where. But mostly, it's important to use local. And under the format, you choose the format that works for you. MP4 is the most acceptable video format. Why? It is easy to open, and it also reduces the size of the video. It doesn't reduce the quality, but it reduces the size so that it's easy to play. MP4. All these are different video format. All of these are different video format. MP3 is only for audio. MP4 is for video. Now, after you choose your format, name, that is the name you want to call your video, which is like the title. I'll call this one. The title is How to Make Money. Save. Where do you want it to save the video to? You have to select where you want it, the destination. So I'll say save it in my video folder. Resolution talks about the size of the video. And this is where you will do a lot of work, a little, if you want to increase the size of your video or you want to just reduce it to minimum. Mostly, its HD version is 1920 by 1080. Higher definition. You can increase it more, but it will increase the size of the video. And you can also use 1280 by 720, but mostly if it's what you are looking for is full HD, then use 1920 by 1080. Leave it at the custom. Bit rate can reduce and it can increase. The more your bit rate, the more the size of your video to download or to use. All right. So here you don't need to do anything. And you can also just select which other version they have for you. But I always use between 2000 kbps and 4000 kbps. So I'm going to use 2000 for this. And then that's all I need to do. And I click on export. Now, exporting it here, you will see the time it will take. You will see the percentage of things that I've exported. And whatever you wanted to do after you had finished, you will send a reminder. If you want it to shut down, if you want it to sound a reminder that he has finished exporting it, you will receive the reminder. So this is how you eventually export all the work you have done, and it will put all of them inside that video and generate a new video file for you. So while we are exporting this, let me see if you have any question or anything you want me to go over again with. Does anybody have any question or you want us to go through something? And if you want to share your screen with me, let me see what you are doing. I will also appreciate that. So if you want to share your screen with me, I will also appreciate that. Let's see what you got. Any question? I'm waiting on your questions. No question today. Oh, no, that's not good enough. I know video editing is tough. Don't worry, you get it. It's easy. Record yourself, work on it over and over again, play around with it. The good thing now is that the tools are made available. Yeah, the tools have been made available right there on Filmora. All the tools needed are there. Drag them in, cut it, use the one, edit it, customize it to what you want, and then you are good to go. Any question of the day? Okay, is there somebody that wants to show me what they are doing? Let me see your screen. Just one person. Let's see your screen. Let me see your screen. Show your screen. Show your screen. Show your screen. Show your screen. Nobody. Oh no. You are leaving me by yourself today. All right, let's check our work. Let's see what we got. Let's see. It's still uploading. I mean, it's still exporting. Okay, I'll wait for it to finish. So when it's exporting, ensure that at least you don't, because if you stop it, it's going to start all over again. So let's leave it to export. And then we go on from there. Yeah, I'm still waiting on somebody to show their screen. Let's walk through it. Let me see where you are. Anybody? You won't show your face. It's just your screen that will show, in case you don't want to show your face. Yes, I'm waiting on one person. Let's do it. Show your screen. Let's see what you have, and then I'll definitely be able to walk you through some other things that you may want to. It's free. It's there. We already activated it, so you can just click on share screen on your computer, and it will show your editing screen, and then we'll be good to go. Anybody? Any question also? Okay. 75%. We're almost there. Are we still there? Are we still in class? I think I'm just talking to myself. I think everybody has gone. Are we here? Let me know we are still here. It's a lot. Okay, now I also, they want to type, but they don't want to talk. Okay, you are there. I thought everybody has gone home. Sorry. I didn't know. Okay, now I have gotten the Filmora has a tutorial on YouTube, and you can do a lot of things with Filmora. A lot of things with Filmora. So they have a tutorial on YouTube. I'm gonna put it in the chat comment on the chat column. Make sure you check them out. See many things you can do with Filmora. Many things. The playlist of all the tutorials on Filmora 9 is there. All right, our video has finished. You see now 100%. You can click on find target. Let me see where I have it. This is my video, how to make money. I'm going to play it for you now to see. Where is it? All right. This is my video. Double click to play. Now you see how it brought the title. I'm going to be skipping a little so that you can see some of the things we put. Can you see this guy there? Can you see the guy there? That's the one we added on top of it. We didn't do some things here today. See how this one is showing there? All right, let's see other things we did. I brought this in. You see there? This is the guy we brought in the last time. I think I cut a lot of them out. So you see how it gave us the opening and all the text you put in. That is the same way you'll be able to see all the work that you have done on your Filmora. So that is how to work with the editing tool called Filmora. You can import your own video, record your own video as well, and use all the various tools and strategies to work on them. Now, this is how you get better. The way you get better is that you have to keep practicing. I've told you, you can go to YouTube, download videos from there, or record yourself. It doesn't have to be professional. When you do that, use Filmora, edit it. Now, I wish to do this more, but the only thing that can help me do more is if I have encouragement from you. They say, if we have a class of 40 people and only 2 people are submitting their work, it's not encouraging. So I want to see us do. Now, I want you to go home this week, do a work on this video editing, At least have maybe a 2 minute to 3 minute video and work with it. Practice some of the things you've thought. I want to see your transition. Please note this. I want to see your transition. And remember to save your work. Remember to save your work so that you can always go back to it. This is the save button here. Remember to save it. Save the raw file in case you still want to come back and do some editing and adjustment. Give it a name. Make sure you always save. It's important. If you don't save it, you may lose all of the things you have done. I want to see transition in the video that you will do. I want to see opening title. I want to see title in the video. I want to see some layer of effect. And I want to see you put an underground sound, an underground song. You can import your song. You can also do use the ones that they have there. So that is my homework for you today. And it will help to not just help this class, but help other people so that we don't shut down the program, because the essence of it is to be able to see that you do what we are training. It's a lot of sacrifices, but we want to make sure we do it. But the only encouragement we can have is to ensure that we are not just teaching, but we are seeing the result of practical demonstration of it. So if you have questions, ask the question. If you need guidance, send me a message. I'll create time to be with you. That person from Nigeria that did the game app using App Gazer, I was so excited. He sent it to me. I went there. I downloaded it. I played with it. I enjoyed the game. I think it's called Bible. Is the person on? Are you in class today that did the app, the Bible app? Just what we taught in class last week, and he was able to work on it. Now we are at the point of submitting it to the App Store. I might even sponsor that one now, and it's going to have. So I want you to do something. Don't just attend class and then you sleep on it. No, it will not work if you don't work on it. So if that person is in class, you can just type one there. So it's called Bible. Is an app. It's like the one I did that day that I showed you name of places and things like that, like a puzzle. And he did it well. Bible, different books of the Bible and some names of people in the Bible and things like that. And I was encouraged, So that's what we're going to do. So I wanted to work on your video class, do something, 2 to 3 minute video, work on all the things. It doesn't have to be perfect. Don't worry about perfection, but do all the things that we taught and let's see what we can get. The Lord bless you. Thank you for joining class. All right, let's go to our concluding class today, and that will be digital tools. We're going to spend just a few minutes on that, and then we will be off for the day. So if you have any question in relation to our video editing, let me know right now before we move to our next.